conversation friend. And I have two dogs. In my free time, I like to ride on bike. Actually, I don't have a lot of free time recently, but yeah, I really like riding bike. And let me see more about me. Yeah, I don't know. I started studying English because my work requires me that. But nowadays, I'm really, it's not proud, but I'm really satisfied for start that journey. Yeah, because I changed a lot of things in my life, I think, and I could learning the language and other things. Yeah, I think it's that. And please also introduce yourself.
I can... Eu não consigo ouvir você,
Yeah,
Oswaldo.
I phone.
Okay, let's try with you, João Gilson.
Morning, guys. I am Johnson. I'm from Sergipe. I am 26 years old. My free time I like to play guitar, ride a bike, jogging, do exercise, hiking sometimes. That's it.
All right, thank you. And what about you, Anderson? Can you talk a little bit about you, please?
Hey, good morning. My name is Anderson. I have a six. I have a 46 years old. I I was born in Porto Alegre, but I live in Ponta Grossa, Paraná. I with on my free time I like to learn English and running the streets, and I have a three children and two dogs. And in my free time, too, I like to play in my children, I enjoy my family. Uh, I love the beach, and I really like sun and sunny days. I like to wake up very early every day, and that's it.
All right, thank you. And what about you, Rodrigo? Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes. Hi guys, good morning everyone. I am Rodrigo. I am 39 years old. I am married and have two daughters. I currently work as data engineer, IT. I was born in Tuverava, São Paulo, but currently live in Franca, São Paulo. In my free time, I like to play with my daughters. I like other things. For example, make barbecue, drink beer, and travel with my family. I like to watch TV series and movies too. I like reading books, and I think that's it too.
All right, thank you. Rodrigo, is our first time here with me?
No, and
Okay.
I think in second immersion with you.
All right, thank you. So, guys, as I say today, we talk about our personal brand, and this is something I'm trying to do the last few months, because nowadays it's really important to have your own brand or give a good impression where you work. So let's start with our questions, okay? I will ask to you, Johnson. Can you read the question number 1, please, and start answering?
Eu acho que o Oswaldo não falou, né?
All right. Thank you for remembering me. Oswaldo, can you introduce yourself, please? Let's try your mic again. Não dá para ouvir você. Agora que você levantou ali, acho que ficou um pouco melhor.
Can you hear me now?
Agora eu posso ouvir, hã?
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what is happening with my mic. Uh, okay. Well, I truly love learning. And, I'm here since start of June, so I will complete uh, three, 3 months in the end of this month here in South. Uh, and well, the topic that we'll talk today is so important, and I have to say that I didn't think a lot about that, so I'm sure that we will learn a lot here. So, yeah, I'm a software developer, and this week I did an action, polemic action to protect myself, thinking about personal branding. That's it.
Alright, thank you, Oswaldo. Talvez dê uma olhada nas configurações do teu Zoom. Parece que é algum problema de supressão de ruído. Talvez tentar desativar isso, porque realmente quando você fala ali perto dá pra gente ouvir, mas fora isso fica bem difícil. Alright. Who I choose to read the first question? I think it was you, Johansson. Can you start reading, please?
What is personal brand and why is it important today? The personal brand is when we promote yours yourself. Uh, in the ET, it's important because more people will see us. So if more people will see us, we have more opportunity because more people know about uh, us. In the it come us more requested. So improve the brand. It's important because if it help us to stay more close of opportunities because if no one knows who I am, for example, no one will call me for a job, uh, travel, or something like that. So it show us ability to the people. So from this, the people will call us when they need, for example. That's it. I think it is a lot important in the current days because uh, there's an expression that say, I will say it in Portuguese, que não é visto não é lembrado. So it's a lot important because the people will not remember of us if they don't know who we are, for example. That's it.
All right, thank you, Johansson. And what about you, Rodrigo? What do you think about that?
It's great subject because I think in this more important personal branding today, but I have some experience of some people, and is a good personal brand, is a good exposition for social media and other channels of communication. But in this quality of the work is bad, very bad. I think in this complex subject, because this, I try changing these thinkings, every day because I believe this personal brand is important. But today, I think in the social media, in the channel of communication it's some forms is bad because I see one people is good, is very working hard, is a lot of things, but in the work is and the game, it's not so good. I People is important in your imaging for social media, but not important in your work, in your target, in your quality, in your other people's for the chat, the the squads and the time. I think in this is great subject, but it's complex for me because I have two things for this subject. And you, Bel?
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I was taking photos of my dogs because they are here. But I totally understand um, about when you say about can be negative or depend of the point, yeah. But for me, personal branding involve a network maybe, and it's so important. Yeah, it's like if you want to have a good network in your environment, you need to pay attention about it. Yeah, I think the personal branding involves what do you want to show for the others, like your values or your skills or what can be good with that person. Stay with you. Maybe I think it's that for the moment, but I totally agree with you, Rodrigo, because sometimes mainly nowadays in social media, it's so easy see a lot of persons can be want to be so famous or important, but it's not so useful in your work, or it's not so, yeah, it's not so, I think about commitment, maybe, yeah, but I think is that a personal branding, it's so important. It's the way that you have your communication with your work or with others. I think is that, yeah.
All right, thank you, Bel. I
Yeah,
agree. You sorry?
I need, I think it's your turn, yeah, to answer. I'm sorry because I don't choose anymore.
No, you can choose someone if you want, Osvaldo or Anderson or maybe just me.
No, you, please go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. So, since I decided to bring this topic, of course, I already had a way of thinking about this. So, for me, personal branding, and I agree with you, Rodrigo, when you say some days, nowadays, we had some fake guys in there. But for me, personal branding is not what you show in social media, it's like a process of creating or designing a strategy to create a mark in the public or in the person's perception, uh, the way you want someone to look to you. Of course, if I was working as a tattoo designer, tattoo artist, I will have my own personal branding related to that. Maybe I could use a suit to go to work, but I don't know if you fit with this kind of job. Since I'm a software engineer, I had some other strategies to do and show my expertise. Because, guys, we are not uh, naive, não podemos ser ingênuos. People judge us for our appearance. As pessoas julgam pela nossa aparência. People judge for the way we look like. And sometimes you don't have time to say everything you want. You don't have time to to show your experience, and maybe your personal brand, of course, can help you. But as Rodrigo says, um, please don't be fake, because otherwise people will discover you are a fraud and we will lost the opportunity. So this is what I think. The personal branding is a way, strategy I can give a good impression before I say anything to anyone. That's what I believe. And what about you, Anders? What do you think about personal brand? What is personal brand and it's important today?
Yes, it's very important today, personal brand, because it's for representing you, introducing you or the others in your business card. I think you understand the profit, the mark is very important. The your mark personal, just the brand, personal brand is in use the media social media socials to promote this personal brand with to work a job, job, better job, or the good salary. I very important the personal brand with you.
All right, thank you, Anderson. All right, let's go to the question number two. I will choose you, Bell. Can you start question number two, please?
Of course, yeah. What are the key elements of a strong personal branding? Yeah, it's a good one. When you talk about the work environment, I think your resume or your page from LinkedIn, it's a good one. And you need to show, in my opinion, your skills, and can be your hard skills, but you need to be good or try have a good communication, like, and other soft skills too. And you need to be very determined, or and try have connect try give it's not give or do connection with the others, yeah, and relay some functions in your work. Yeah, I think it's that some elements, but I think that the most important, some values or your profile need to be strong. Yeah, and you need to show uh, how important it's you for the others, or the company, for example. What do you able to do for the others? Or yeah, I think it's that some elements. I would say some values or soft skills.
All right,
Anyway, Joanderson, please.
I think that the element can do it stronger. It's network, to have a good network, create it, um, create contents. I think contents on the internet. It help you to have people that flow you, uh, and it will create an image that we knows we know about something. I think it's important. Uh, so stay always creating something new in the sharing it with people, because from this they will know that we are doing something new or create a new content. I think it can help it then, and they will understand that you know about it. So it's possible create a net a good network from this. So I think that it's a way that people can start it. But I think there is another another options, but it's important to start on the internet, I think. Anderson.
Okay, thank you. I agree with you, Joan. So, in my opinion, I think the key elements of a strong personal brand are your results. Understand? Results confirming what you present and describe in your presentation, your brand, your uh, your brand, personal brand. Understand? Because this is result is talk for you. In the I understand this is very important. This result in to confirm the uh, personal brand with people. Understand? Okay, just it. And you, Osvaldo.
Can you hear me now, guys?
Yes, very
Yay!
good, very
I
good.
think it's better.
Loud,
Thank you.
clear. We can listen you loud and clear.
Yeah, Anderson, it's a gamer headphone, right? Okay. I think you're talking about the question number two, right? Uh, okay. Well, I think one of the most important things is we have a clear purpose, and I think we can show to the others what uh, our purpose. So I'm not sure if we have to write a lot of text on social media like LinkedIn, for example. Um, Actually, I try to write something, but I don't have I don't usually write in I don't have any schedule about writing something on the LinkedIn, for example. I've tried that, but I couldn't do that for a while. Well, but I think the most important thing is we have our purpose. For example, what field we would like to learn or share our experiences, or what our vision about anything. Of course, we need to pay attention to avoid to be polemic, in my opinion, because, for example, when we see if we talk about politics or religion, I think it's dangerous. So I prefer avoiding this kind of topic in social media. Yeah, I think protect ourselves and have a clear purpose is the most key elements to have a good personal brand, in my opinion.
All right, thank you. And what about you, Rodrigo? There is something special or a key element to create a really good and strong personal brand?
I agree with that my friend said, but for me, I think in this uh, the more important case for the making uh, strong personal brand is um, is the is the result. how your knowledge can resolve the problems, how your skills and your skills, hard skills or softer skills resolve real problems. Share your skills, uh, share your skills in the social medias, okay, but how your skills resolve the problems this business, yours resolve these problems of the business. I think in this.
All right, thank you, Rodrigo. Yeah, and I share some common opinion than you guys, but for me, the key element related to get a really good personal brand is you need to know yourself, and I think that can be the most hard part because people doesn't spend time thinking about themselves, you know. So if you go to do interview, okay, you don't, in my opinion, you don't need social media like LinkedIn, Instagram. You don't need to be a content creator to have your own personal brand. You can build a personal brand without that, you know. It's, as I say in the first question, it's the way you want to show yourself to the market. But since you're doing an interview, you know, you don't use social media, you like to live in a cave, you don't like social media, etc. So the key element is know yourself, what you are good at and what is your strength and what is your weakness. So knowing yourself, it's really good to create a personal brand because when they ask you about something, you talk with confidence. So, for example, you have you make a mistake in your job and you get fired, you know. So the way you talk about that, knowing, oh, I did a mistake, but nowadays I had expertise to don't do that again because this and that I learned with my own mistake, you know. Even bad things you can show or you can sell has something good. But you need to know yourself and thinking about your career, where you are right now and where you want to be the, I don't know, next 5 years, and all those bullshits people ask during interviews, you know, because it's only a way to think about yourself, who you are and who you want to be. So that's what I think the key element is knowing yourself. Okay, let's go to another question. Since we are running out of time, I think we can go to the question number 7. Okay, so let's start with you, Anderson. Can you read the question number 7 to us?
Okay, question number 7. What common mistakes do people make in personal brand, and how can they avoid them? I believe that my mistake they make is leaving or exaggerating the truth with is very serious because um, cre credibilidade in shaking and the negative part always drawn more attention and is more difficult for difficult to forget, in my opinion, because this is mistake is very bad, in the very common the people in personal brand. Okay,
Okay,
and
okay. So you don't like people who lie to you.
okay.
Você não gosta de pessoa, que as pessoas mintam para você no currículo ou algo
No,
assim, é
no,
isso?
there is very for example, I speak English very well, and okay, speak English for me. No, I understand. I read
Yeah.
good. I read good in English, but speak is very difficult for me. Understand
Yeah.
is similar. I like in my job. I nose red. Understand because going okay, learn for me. Oh my God. Oh, very good.
Uh, I need to
Because
buy one of that to me. I need to
Mas
buy.
I don't believe you have this device,
You
this
yes,
had a
gadget.
red nose. You had a red
uh,
no red
right
nose.
now. My
Okay.
sometimes I employers sit down for me. Oh, and I say you know. Okay, one moment. Oh, good. Oh, now speak for me. I oh no. I just understand, but this is for no.
Thank you. You make me laugh so hard. Cara, você me fez rir pra caramba. Muito obrigado.
Sorry.
Thank you. It was really good. It was really good. Thank you. I like to work to guys like you, Anders, you know. They had a sense of humor and they create a good environment to work, you know. I totally agree with you. You need to say the truth. No matter how hard the truth can be, but it's always good to say the truth. Okay. And what about you, Belle? What do you think about that? Do you want a red nose to you sometimes in your work?
Actually, no, I think no. Maybe I don't know if I just don't know. But about it, common mistake, I think it's involved answer people or it's or like Anderson mentioned too. Don't promote yourself. You need to be good, or you need to be useful before to be important. So you need to work hard. You need to be able to do something, and after that, you need to be competent. And after that, you can show that's valors or your skills for the others. Yeah. So you need to be before to show for the others. And I think it's common mistake. Um, Show for the others some things that you don't able to do. And for me, it's hard. Like become a put the nose red nose on the sun, for example, and you lose your credibility, like you mentioned. I think it's that.
All right, thank you. And what about you, Rodrigo? What do you think about that?
I agree. There are people talking now, and but for me, I think it is. I think it is the more problem, the more problem common mistake that people make. This share skills or share contents. It's not have, for example, I don't have any skills of the uh, front end. I think this taking the article, this taking your materials for front end. I don't study, but I uh, I share in ChatGPT or 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 tools and share this context and in my social media and in other things and what for what for me making or for me done is for me it's more dangerous situation because it's an interview or in your daily do you not have these skills in share other people's do you like and for me that's it.
All right, thank you, Rodrigo. And what about you, Joanson?
I think that lie it's not a good way. Promote yourself saying that you can do something and you cannot do it, it's not good. So a good way is always say the truth or don't try do what do you know don't do don't know how to, for example. uh I think we need to avoid to lie sometimes in the because in some moment they it will show and it will not be good uh for career, family, etc. So I think it's not good to be a good fake person. uh, I think is it.
All right, thank you. And what about you, Osvaldo?
Well, I think the most important thing is show our um truly skills. I had the opportunity to select developers or another kind of professional. I was laid off. I was fired, and I've learned in all of this experience that we have to be honest. We have to be honest. For example, yes, 2 days ago I received an invitation to a job, uh, and my profile was almost completely aligned with that opportunity. Uh, is but a specific tech skill I heard about, but I didn't have experience with that, and I decided to talk to the tech recruiter about that. Of course, I've said for her that I can learning everything because I truly love learning, like I said. So I prefer to be honest. And to finish my talking, I remember a ultimate that I worked some years ago that said to me to to do the right things, to do the the things that I really believe that. And yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you, Osvaldo. Okay, guys, we are getting close to the end of our conversation, but I think we had time to a final question, okay? We need to be concise. A gente precisa ser conciso na nossa resposta para dar tempo de responder. Mais um, que estamos em 6 pessoas. Se cada pessoa levar. If everyone take 1 minute, it will be 6 minutes, okay? So let me check. I think we can go to the question number 6. Okay, we'll go back to the question number 6. I skipped that, but let's start with this. Anderson, sorry, Rodrigo, can you start with the question number 6, please?
Yes. How can you align your values and passions with your personal brands? It's complicated because this I changing my mind these things, but I think in this important is more important don't lie and this values and with personal brand don't base in don't share different uh, different values you have and your personal branding because if you if you if you se isso acontecer, this other people's is show this your real or virus is I think in this professionals have a problem in the future. I think that's it. And you, Anderson.
I believe that the personal brand must present the best side of a person, the qualities, and to remain in must be true and reflect what the person really is, or otherwise it, it will not be maintained for a long time. But in my opinion, is very important. Are uh, very very true, very and personal really is true. Some every always true, always true is a better way for in personal brand. And you, Bell?
Yeah, I think it's can be a natural process when you have clear goals in your life and you know yourself, like Carlos mentioned at the beginning of the conversation. I think will be more natural. I know you can be more strategic and building a good personal branding and show your values for the others. But when you really have good values, will be natural. Yeah. So I think of that. And yeah, I think it's can be strategy, of course, but you need to pick up how values you want to show for the others. And we work with that in tiny things in your work, or we will show that in your posts or content. I think it's more natural. And yeah, we don't. Yeah, I think that.
All right. Thank you, Bel. And what about you, Joanson?
I think our persons and the values is the always with us, so we cannot uh, hide it, it. So I think that we need to show it to the people, but mm, no, I think always that can be a form of let they stay away for you, for example. I think that could uh, have good moments to do it, to show it to older peoples. But I think not hide it. Uh, always, I think it will happen show in some time. So it's needed to balance. Yeah, I don't know. It in no time, but I think he will have good moments to do it. I think always, but never hide it to the other people.
All right. Thank you. And what about you, Oswaldo? What do you think about that?
Okay, for me, I agree with you guys. In my point of view, it's not only about working, but also about our aspirations and expectations. For example, uh, before to decide to start my current job, uh, I lost a part of my incoming. I knew that I received lower than I was receiving by the time, but I decided to move on because my values was aligned with the company ones, right? I think in summary, it's important.
Okay. Thank you. For me, you cannot hide your values and what you believe, your passions from who you are, then who are you at the work, you know? I think it's only one person and you bring everything to the company you are working, you know, because people say, oh, you need to separate your personal life to your professional life. And I don't believe that, you know, because I'm still be a father when I'm working. I'm still be a married I still be a husband when I'm working. I still be a Christian during my work, and everything related to my personal life is still exist during my work hours. So this is what I believe, and I need to bring those values, passions, and everything else to my work because the work and the job is not only related to the technical aspects, what I can build or the expertise I had, but it's related to who I am, you know, and this is what I believe it's really important. People sometimes try to separate, you know, oh, this is my personal life and this is my professional life, but I don't believe in that because you cannot be two persons in two different places. You need to be always the same one in all places you go, you know? Okay, but it's sorry, this is something I believe, you know? You are free to believe in anything else you want. Guys, we are getting close to the end of our conversation.